Okay, what's up guys? So it's been a while since I've posted a video. Sorry about that. But grateful to be back. And today I've got an interesting idea for you.
Today,
I'm going to be trying 5 candy bars that I have never tried before. So we're gonna go to like a 7-Eleven or a Wawa or something like that and try to find 5 candy bars that I've never tried before. I'm sure they're out there and I just gotta find them. And simultaneously, I'm also going to be giving you guys 5 beginner, here we go. 5 beginner producer tips that I think are super important. So if you are new to producing, if it's maybe your first year, whether that's dance music or, you know, hip hop or whatever, if you're a new producer, these are 5 tips that I think you guys could benefit from. Stuff that I was either told in my first couple of years of producing or wish I was told in my first couple of years of producing. So we're gonna get into that, but first we gotta go get these candy bars. So let's head to the store. All right, what's up guys? So before we hit the store to grab our candy bars, Louie and I decided to go, where is he? There he is. Louie and I decided to go for a little walk because I wanted to try to burn some of those cows that I'm about to eat before I eat them. Come on, come on. There we go. Fun fact for you guys. In order to burn off a 2 Reese's cups, which is 230 calories, it would take me 50 minutes of walking Louie at a 3-mile-per-hour pace. A lot of walking to burn off those amount of calories. So we're gonna try to walk at least for a little bit, although his short legs look tired already. And come on, come on. There we go. And then we're gonna hit the store and buy some candy bars. So see ya in a sec. I hope I didn't just break all these candy bars. We're back. Let's go over what I got. I got a Payday. I've heard a lot about this. There's peanuts all around the outside, so I'm super intrigued to see what that tastes like. I got a whatchamacallit. Shout out to, I think there's a scene in The Office where Michael Scott talks about whatchamacallits.
You need something to sell. Now, this could be anything. It could be a thingamajig, or a whoozy-whatsy, or a whatchamacallit.
Comment below if you know that reference.
A Score bar. Shout out to Greg Doucette, who makes Score protein bars. Apparently they're really good. And then I've seen these a lot, but I've literally never glanced twice at them. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try them. Peanut chews. There we go, boom. Peanut chews by Goldenberg since 1977, boom. Got some history in here. And last but not least, this is kind of a cop-out, but not really, but I got Twix.
come on, focus.
Focus. Twix cookies and cream. I've never had the cookies and cream. I've had Twix before, but I've never had the cookies and cream. And honestly, guys, I've tried a lot of candy bars, so we kind of had to mix and match. And now, this is where things get interesting. So what I have before me on this desk, I'm gonna turn here we go. So I have the 5 candy bars that I just showed you, as well as 5 sticky notes with production tips on them. We are going to dive into these candy bars, and each time I try a candy bar, I'm also going to present you with the corresponding producer tip. Guys, these are tips for beginners, so if you're an advanced producer, you may already know this stuff, but it's still super important. So here we go.
And I know I'm fine.
Peanut chews.
And the tip is use presets. Boom. Use presets. When you are producing, you do not have to be an expert of sound design, especially if you're in your first couple of years of producing. Use presets, they're to your advantage. Whether it's the presets that come, like the factory presets that come with the software synths that you're using, or whether you go on a website like Splice or ADSR or any of the other sample library websites where you can find presets for synths. So use presets because they sound a lot better sometimes than what a beginning producer or even me could make. Let's try this out. Okay. Definitely very chewy, but not bad. Kind of seems like there's like caramel in here and then actual peanuts. Not a huge fan, but not bad. Oh, should I be ranking these? I should be ranking these on a scale from 1 to 10. Peanut chews. I give peanut chews 6.3 out of 10. Peanut chews, use presets. Okay, moving on.
And I know I'm falling.
So we got Twix cookies and cream. And the tip is tip number 4. Tip number 2. Tip number 2.
It's in no particular order.
Tip number 2 is make music a lot.
Whatever.
If you're a new producer, you need to be making music all the time. When I first started, I was making as many songs as I possibly could. And really what I think you need to do is just make as many tracks as you possibly can and learn each track. And maybe the first 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 tracks you make never get signed to a label or never see the light of day, you never put up on SoundCloud or anything. But what those tracks did is they taught you how to produce better. The more music you make, the better you get at it. Let's try this Twix cookies and cream.
Okay.
This is so good. It's got like that, it's got like a cookie, like a hard cookie inside, but then also this like icing on top. I love that. I'm gonna give this an 8.9 out of 10. There's no such thing as a perfect score. Whatchamacallit? Boom. Sample selection. Sample selection is super important. Make sure that you're choosing good samples. Guys, I can't tell you how many demos I get of tracks that are like okay or have potential, but the drums or there's a certain sample in it that just sounds really bad. So it's really important that when you're choosing the drums that you put in the background, all the little percussive elements, or maybe pianos or something, if you find a cool sample, maybe a vocal sample, you want that sample to be high quality. And you're gonna spend so much time tweaking this kick and trying to make it perfect. Instead of just moving on and finding a better sample, use good samples instead of trying to make bad samples into good samples, because it takes so much more time. Whoa, this is not at all what I expected it to be. I don't even know what it is still.
Maybe that's why they call it that.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I just had an epiphany. This is the epiphany candy bar right here. Okay. Whatchamacallit, I'm gonna give you a 7.6. That was pretty good, but it didn't leave me wanting like more and more and more. It was good, but not crazy good.
And I know I'm falling.
We are moving on to Payday.
A payday.
With it, the next tip, which is checking your levels on your tracks and making sure they're not redlining. What do I mean by this? Well, in your mixer, you want to make sure that no track, no individual instrument or sample or drum pattern or anything like that is going over 0.0 dB. If it is, then usually the meter on that track will go into the red. Guys, you don't want that to happen. If that happens, then what is most likely going to happen is some sort of distortion is going to be added to that track or the master chain, which ultimately will lead to lower quality sounding music. When I started producing, I kind of didn't care about it and I thought, oh, I can just throw a limiter or something like that on the track and then it won't be that big a deal because technically it will be 0.0 dB. That's not how you want to do that. My advice would be to turn the track down instead of trying to make it work. Then you can fix levels and stuff like that in mastering and everything will sound way better than if you try to make it work with limiters and compressors and all that kind of stuff. Let's get into this Payday. Whoa. I thought it was gonna be peanuts on the outside. Did I get...
It's a chocolatey payday.
Oh, all right, chocolatey Payday, here we go. Okay. Okay. This is really good, and I also can tell that it would probably be pretty good without the chocolate. It's got like peanuts, obviously, all around, everywhere. But then it's also got like this peanutty like center. I dropped a bit, and I don't want Louis to get it. Oh, gotta rank this then. Payday. I think this might be slightly better than a whatchamacallit, but not by much. So we're gonna give this a 7 point, what did I give a whatchamacallit? 7.6? Yeah, 7.6, so this is gonna be a 7.9.
And I know I'm falling, but I'm falling.
Final candy bar, final producer tip. Final producer tip, guys, for beginner producers is going to be to A and B your tracks. I don't know why I hold the sticky note up to the camera. You guys can't see it. It doesn't focus well.
Anyways.
Well, some people call it referencing your track. When you finally finish a track, this track is done, it's the next big hit, like perfect. Bounce or render or whatever that track into an MP3 or a wave. Waves are higher quality, so you may want to do wave. Ooh, I'm gonna make this a 2-part tip. This is on the fly. What you're gonna wanna do is take that wave, that high quality wave, and you're gonna also wanna get a wave or an MP3, whatever you can find, or maybe just play it on Spotify or SoundCloud.
Spotify, not SoundCloud, because SoundCloud is very poor sound quality.
You're gonna wanna play a track that you really love and that is super high quality. So for me, I oftentimes choose a song by Illenium or Seven Lions or someone who I look up to that I want to make music that sounds to the quality of that person's music. So I'll take a track by Seven Lions, play that Seven Lions track, and then I'll go and play my track. And I'll reference the two. And I'll say, okay, you know what? The Seven Lions track sounds better because maybe the sub bass is more crisp and I need to go fix the sub bass in my track. So I'll go back into my track and I'll make it sound more like the sub bass in that Seven Lions track. Listen so many times over, listen 100 times and then to your track 100 times and go back and forth and back and forth. What you're doing when you're doing this is you're finding out, okay, you know what, maybe the sound quality of my music isn't quite as high as I thought it was when I was making it. Now that I have this other reference of a truly high quality track that got signed to a big label or got released and got tons of streams, now you can truly have a better reference for, okay, how good is the music I'm making? The second part of this tip that I wanted to add to that I got ahead of myself on, to listen to your music on tons of different speakers. What I usually do, I actually call this the car test. Go and you listen to the song that you just made in your car. Why do you do this? Well, your car is where you make or where you listen to music all the time. I know what good music sounds like in my car. Then if I go play my song in the car and it sounds like crap, then I know I've got some work to do. But if it sounds amazing and it sounds just like the other songs that come through those speakers all the time, then I know, okay, you know what? I did a good job. And also listen to it on a ton of different speakers. For me, I always make sure to listen to it on both different sets of headphones I have, as well as my studio monitors, my AirPods, and everything in between. So listen to your music on different qualities of speakers and different types of speakers, and also make sure to A and B your tracks, reference your tracks. Let's get into the score bar. I don't have high hopes for this one, I'll be honest, but maybe it'll surprise me. Yeah, I'm not even gonna take a second bite of that. That was not that good at all. Oh yeah, I do not like toffee. So anything with toffee in it, I'm not gonna absolutely love. I think this is primarily a toffee bar, and I really did not like this. It's sticky in the ways that it like sticks to your teeth. It didn't taste very good. It kind of almost tasted like coffee. I need to clear my palate with a cookies and cream Twix. Now that's a candy bar. Score for the score bar, I'm gonna give it a 1.9. I would never ever buy this again. Sorry to people who make score. Who makes score? Hershey.
Are you kidding me, Hershey?
You don't need my condolences. You did a bad job on the score bar. Anyways, that is the video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope for any of my beginner producers out there that you enjoyed learning my top 5 tips for beginning producers. And for those of you who aren't producers and tuned in to see the candy bar madness, thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. Comment down below what you thought. Comment down below your favorite candy bar or your favorite tip. Make sure to, 1, follow me on Instagram at Newport Music. Go follow me right now. All the links will be in the description if you want to follow me on any social media or follow my Spotify playlists. Let me know what you want to see from me next. Comment below or DM me on Instagram. I'm always down to hear new ideas for videos and stuff. New music's coming, new sets are coming in the near future, and of course, new videos and new crazy stuff happening all the time. So thank you so much for tuning in. I've said that 3 times now. Anyways, peace.
You make me care.